Good morning, or afternoon, or wherever it is you are. So, this is the first video that I'm going to do of this style. Let's see if it takes off. Basically, one of the things that I've been doing for quite some time now, that I quite enjoy doing, is listening to an entire back catalogue of a band. So we're talking all of their albums, only the studio albums though. And yeah, basically just chilling out, listening to them all in sequence and seeing what we think. So this is the first one. I've done it to several other bands, but this is the first one that I'm trying to review of. So talking about Black Sabbath, obviously an absolutely monstrous back catalogue. Some great stuff on there, and basically I just want to point out some things that people really ought to try and check out. Obviously you're going to know the main stuff, you know, the first 4 or 5 albums, anything up to when Ozzy left, most people are familiar with, although maybe there's the last couple of Ozzy albums. There's Technical Excellence, which is brilliant. It's such a not Sabbath album. Sounds like they're trying to be Led Zeppelin, but it's awesome. Really cool album. Give that a check out. And then the last Ozzy album of that era was Never Say Die, which was pretty cool. Some good stuff on it. A little bit on the 80s style, but yeah, pretty cool. And then they went on to Dio with Heaven and Hell, which felt a little bit sort of up and down, a little bit like they were getting used to a new guy, which is exactly what they were. And then Mob Rules, which is fucking awesome. Bit more thrashy, bit more heavy, cool. And then through the 80s they sort of drop off a little bit with some really weird stuff. You end up in the Tony years where it was just Tony and a bunch of session musicians, and that was really weird. Then you've got Dehumanizer, where Dio comes back, then he disappears again for the last couple. And then we finish out on 13 with Ozzy coming back and doing his thing. It felt more like it was a bit of a weird feel, a weird vibe, because Ozzy seemed as though he'd not really changed at all, but the band was more modern. So weird sort of sound, but still awesome stuff. So if you want a good time, go check out some Sabbath stuff. There's some absolute pearls hidden in amongst everything else. Some really good songs, so I advise you to just go and do a deep dive on it. But definitely check out Technical Ecstasy. That's the name of it. I forgot about that. Technical Ecstasy. It's the one where the album covers like 2 robots pissing on each other or something stupid like that. So yeah, anyway, awesome stuff. Black Sabbath, entire back catalogue. Check it out. Some absolute pearls in there. If you like 80s metal, check out the 80s stuff. It's really standard 80s metal, but it's good. Some excellent Tony Iommi guitar work. And yeah, that's it. So if you want me to review anything, if you want me to check out any other band's back catalogue, then please drop a comment, like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff if you fancy it. And yeah, brilliant. Okay, cheers guys.